Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Right, in the last episode we filled up our brand new trailer, it's definitely more of a silage trailer, but it does hold crop and that's all we need it to do. So we filled that up with our hemp, and we do have our mini yard here. I know this is something I want to get fixed up soon, very soon indeed. That's part of my main plan, but this episode I would like to start off by expanding this field. Now I know I've gone and already cultivated it, so what I'll do as well, connect to our plough, and essentially what I want to do is this grassy area here, turn it to field. I want it to run, we don't need a grassy strip along the field itself, so we'll go, right, what's the best way? I suppose if we were to start on this side, right, because we don't have a crop in yet, so I'd like to plough it and then I'll cultivate it once we get this done. I think I'll straighten out the top of the field as well, because if you look, it's wonky with the base of the field there. So if I could just go back as far as I need to go, stumps are the only thing I'm concerned about at this point. Right, so that should be perfect. It's because there were trees very near, now there are not. So we can extend this. That's quite, it's not a massive divot, should be fine. So I think if we would start about there and work our way down, that should work. Let's put that down. Alright, turn on. There we go. Yes, we'll come back, fix up this side afterwards. No stumps in this zone, so that's fine. So if we take this nice and straight all the way... Right, I've definitely already gone off my path, but that's fine. I am planning on... Right, so that's nice. And then what I'm going to do with this now... No, I think I just want to make sure I do it the right way. Right, that's sort of straight. I'll have to have a look at the map. But yeah, my plan is to curve the field around towards the path and then go all the way down, and it should be just fine. Right, I think we could probably, let's just have a very quick look. Yeah, it's not quite straight, but neither is the base anyways. Right, let's try and go one more sort of bit. There we go. Right, just so the full plough, there we are. Beautiful. Right, so we get this ploughed in, and then we'll connect it up here as well. Doesn't have to be perfect. The rest of the field's in kind of a mess anyways. It's just a very random shape, but it has provided us with our first crop, so we cannot complain too much about that. Right, so we'll just get this all filled in. Now, I have a feeling... I knew that was going to happen. Right, lift that up. So it's possible... Right. Sorry, like I was saying, it's possible that we can go a little bit farther over. Right, I think we've gone as far over as we can go, which is fine. I would like to try one more thing before... Right, okay, that's fine. Right, one last thing I'd like to try, because I'm almost certain, you see this part up ahead, I'm very certain that when I came back to fix it, I didn't have the field creation enabled, so I'm going to drop this down, try again. There we go. Oh yes, much better. Much better. And clean. Very nice. Ah, that was the issue. Right. Now we can go back to this side, and we'll go right up against the path. And we can always touch this up as well, which isn't a big deal. Right, yes, we'll have to touch it up, but now we can go straight towards the path. It's not even... Right. Either we'll touch up the field, or we'll just bring in the path just to that close. It's not a big deal either way. But yes, I will stick this on a time lapse, because yeah, you can see the general outline that I'm going for. We don't need the grass there. It could be right up against the little path that we've created. It might even come farther into the path as we progress, but time will tell. Right, very quickly though, since I'm here now, my plan is to gently curve to this part, just like that. Perfect. Still not very straight, is it? But there we go. Right, so we'll tidy this up in a quick time lapse, and we'll see you when we have more field to cultivate. Alright, well, as you can see, we are on the very last bit, and we're done. So yes, I did tidy up the top there a little bit. It does have a bit of a divot on the side of the hill, but not so bad, and this should be fine. It's quite a nice curve, but I'm just going to put a little bit extra on the very end here. Alright, put that down, just to connect it a little bit nicer, and there we go. Perfect. And we'll make absolute certainty to limit to fields, and we're done. Alright, very nice. Oh, it's a massive field. Well, now it looks even bigger. Right, so we'll stick this back in its home, temporary home. And what I'm going to do next is probably, well, actually, very quickly off camera, I will tidy up the, this one's not so bad, but little things like that, and that, and that, and this. For some reason, I'm going to move this, because it must be that's causing the issues. If it's the tent, then I will sell it, and if we don't have a new home before the end of the day, then we'll just sleep in the cab. Actually, the harvester cab might be a bit bigger. Anyways, right, I will quickly clean this up, and then we will attach to the cultivator, and then clean up the rest of the field, make it all nice, give it a nice seed bed, and then we can drill it. Alright, that's all done. Now, as you can see, the track goes all the way, no interruptions, it looks fantastic. The little bit of grass here and there that you see there, that is just part of the texturing, so I don't want to mess around with that too much, but it looks fantastic. Once we get a crop in, you won't even notice. Right, so we can now head to our tractor, connect to the cultivator, and get the bits that we didn't cultivate all cultivated. And then, so I didn't have to move the tent, luckily, but I would still like to rehome myself from a tent to some sort of a house. And we'll start on the far side, might as well. Right, yeah, I'll start right here actually. So yeah, it should be soon that we get out of the tent, but no rush, as it is doing exactly what it's meant to do for us, which is keep a roof of sorts over our head. Right, I forgot how quick this cultivator is. It's amazing. It's not very big though, is it? But it is amazingly quick, so that's good. Right, so this part is not all that interesting. We'll very quickly get the cultivating done on this side and the far side. Might stick it in a cheeky time lapse. Might jump cut it as well. I guess time will tell. But after this, we are going to get the... I don't know what I'm going to drill in. I was thinking actually oilseed rape, like canola, or maybe wheat, but then there's a bit of faffing about with the bales. I was thinking of taking advantage, since we had to pay £30,000 for our baler. Should have just got a conventional, but we might as well use the one that we have to make silage bales. So that would inquire, we will inquire about requiring a wrapper, because obviously that's the pretty much the only thing that we would need missing. That's the only thing we need. Oh well, I suppose yeah, we probably need a mower as well for the grass. Maybe in future then we can convert maybe the soybean field could be converted into a grass field, just to get some high quality grass for a silage run, but we shall see. Right, I'm going to finish this up and then we'll stick the seed drill on and we'll put something into the field. Right, well there we have the field fully cultivated. Now I almost should have... uh-oh, what's that? Little bits. That's alright. Maybe little ploughed bits here and there, not a problem. I should have almost had a before and after so I could see. I suppose I could look in an old video, but it's probably like that, and then curves a bit, and then across. But yes, the next thing, because we have so many stumps over here, the next thing... oh, you get to take our track for the first time. Well, properly. Right, there are many stumps, and I would like to get rid of them. So, after we get this field drilled and rolled, I'll probably put a layer of fertilizer on first, and then drill it and roll it. But, after that, I do have some expenses. Unfortunately, because we do need to get rid of those stumps, we do. Not just cosmetically, but if we want to extend the field any more, we can't because we have stumps in the way. So the plan, I need to clean all these fertilizer bags up. The plan is, there are stump grinders, but they're in the tens of thousands of pounds, and it can attach to to the tractor here and everything. But I reckon... alright, just going to get these last ones in. I'll pick one up the right way. There we go. Oh, and a little bit left. Great. Alright, right. So yes, to get rid of the stumps, well, I do have an idea, but we shall see that once we get there. The other thing I'd like to do is, as you can see, everything is everywhere. I would like to get a shed. I would really like to get a shed. I've thought about it, and I found one as well that's suitable. It's big, but it's inexpensive, which is interesting. And then it might also fit in very nicely with a yard in front of it. So yes, we won't keep you in mystery for too long, but the sooner that I can get the field prepared and ready, the better, because then we can cut down more trees, make some more money, and make some moves. Right, so I will make very quick work of the fertilizing, drilling and rolling, as it is something that you have definitely witnessed on this survival challenge already a handful of times. So I'll make very quick work of these 3 tasks, and should finish before it gets dark. But yes, then we will chop down some wood, which may be into May, and then we can make some exciting new purchases. But a new month brings in new sales as well, which means we might be upgrading the tractor if a new tractor happens to show up in the sale, but we shall see. Right, crack on with the fertilizing. Just finishing up this last bit, and good. I'll have a quick look at the map. I reckon, though, that it will be a bit spotty. And... oh, that's right! Well, I am quite pleased, actually, that I've gone and done that first, because I absolutely would have forgotten. So I'm glad that I did that first. Right, okay, well it seems that we're good to go. So I'll put the fertilizer, we did use quite a bit of the fertilizer, didn't we? Over half the hopper. We'll stick this back in. We will connect to the seed drill, which should have seed. If not, we do have our seed right here. So we'll just quickly maneuver over to it and have a look. We are... there we go. Oh yeah, we've got loads of it. So we will put the... where are we going? Excellent. Canola. I'll just put the last of the fertilizer in there. Should fill it. There we go. Right. Now we can commence Operation Canola. We will start on the far side again. There is something about starting on the far side that... yeah, just makes it nice, going closer to home as we drill in our canola. Right, well, this part will take a bit longer than the, well, than every other part, pretty much. But that's because it is just a bit slower of a machine. Actually, it's not too much slower, but yeah, definitely slower than everything else. Right, so we will crack on with the drilling, and then, as I said, the rolling afterwards, which actually will take even longer. So yes, we will carry on with this, crack on with it, get it done, and then we'll have a freshly drilled field of canola. Alright, well we are on the very end of the canola drilling, and that is it. There are some bits here and there around that I definitely did miss, so I will tidy them up. Yeah, I can see a few already in the sunset light, so I'll tidy them up, and then once that's done I'll be connected to the roller and we'll get it all rolled up as well. Alright, down goes the seed drill, and we'll hop over to the roller as well now. Yeah, the drilling didn't take as long as I guess I thought it would take, but yes, so I'm going to try my... Oh, I've just shifted my pallet fork around. I'm going to try testing out my curve and see how it is. Definitely won't bring the field this far up. Actually, well, yeah, let's give it a go. Give it a try. I'd like to just go all the way around to where the curve is, just to test it out. Did a bit with the seed drill, but not all that much. Right, now, the issue... Oh, right. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to go this way. It's too... Yeah, this is like at the base of a little divot. So I reckon that's the issue. Let's have a very quick look, just to see how everything's getting on. So it needs rolling. Yeah, it does too. Right. Let's get... Oh, I think that little piece that I somehow managed to seed might not get rolled. That's fine. We are doing our best, and we're rolling. Cannot see the difference at all. A little. Put the lights on. That's a bit better. Probably do this with the lights on then. Again, probably going to stick it back on a time-lapse / jump cut, just because it is, well, it is quite hard to see, and it really just looks like I'm driving up and down the field, which I technically am doing, but yeah, there's a bit more to it than that. Anyways, we'll crack on with it, and then it will be night time, and then we will move on to May. But in the meantime, I'm going to try not to struggle with this too much. Right, we shall see you when the rolling is complete. Alright, well, as you can now see, we are just about clear of the rolling of all the field. It's been very difficult to see where I've been. The actual rolling itself hasn't taken that long, but it's more so the fact that I can't see where I've been. And it was raining pretty much since we started, so yeah. Possibly not a task that you would normally do in the rain, but it had to get done. And now it is, so that's very good. So we'll park this up. Really don't like all my equipment being in the rain, undercover in the rain, but that's it. Right, well, so now we have our brand new canola field. It is essentially ready to go. We just have to do one more application of fertilizer to this section, because that was recently ploughed, and that's why it's a full fertilized state. Right, this is going to be an amazing crop. I cannot wait. So it does look like our yard sort of ends, but it does not. So I might continue the path along here and then end up down there and over there as well. Right, well that's definitely it for April. So yeah, wonderful April showers. We'll see what May brings as well. But that will be in the next episode. So for now, we shall pop into our tent, have a nice kip, and we shall see you in May in the next one. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.